Hello, I'm Holly, a registered dietitian nutritionist at God's Love We Deliver. In today's webinar, we will discuss nutrition and breast cancer, healthy diet and physical activity recommendations. Today's webinar will cover information on nutrition and breast cancer recommendations, the benefits of eating a plant-based diet, managing your bone health, breast cancer and physical activity, food insecurity and cancer, and we'll go through some nutrition resources. Nutrition, physical activity, and breast cancer. Evidence shows that maintaining a healthy body weight can help prevent breast cancer and improve the chances of survival after a diagnosis. Following a plant-based diet can assist with weight management, decrease the risk of certain types of cancer, including breast cancer, and can protect the body from other chronic diseases such as diabetes and heart disease. Research indicates that women who are active before and after a breast cancer diagnosis have a greater chance of survival. In the next few slides, we'll discuss the benefits of eating a plant-based diet. What is a plant-based diet? The diet consists primarily of food made of plants, fruits and vegetables, in addition to nuts, seeds, whole grains, and legumes. A plant-based diet is not only a vegetarian or vegan diet. You can eat poultry, beef, eggs, fish, and dairy products. However, most of your nutrient intake is coming from plant-based food sources. When preparing your plate, fill 2/3 with plant foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. The remaining 1/3 should be a lean protein like chicken or fish, or a plant protein like tofu or beans. There are different types of plant-based diets. A flexitarian version of a plant-based diet emphasizes plant-based foods while allowing for occasional consumption of animal products. It is a flexible and adaptable dietary pattern that aims to increase the intake of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes while reducing meat consumption. A pescatarian version of a plant-based diet is a vegetarian diet that includes fish and seafood, focusing on plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, while excluding meat and poultry. A vegetarian version of a plant-based diet comes in a variety of sources. A lacto-vegetarian diet excludes meat, fish, poultry, and eggs, as well as foods that contain them. Dairy products such as milk, cheese, yogurt, and butter are included. An ovo-vegetarian diet excludes meat, poultry, seafood, and dairy products, but allows eggs. And a lacto-ovo-vegetarian diet excludes meat, fish, and poultry, but it does allow dairy products and eggs. Vegan diets exclude meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products, as well as foods that contain these products. Below are a few of the health benefits of eating a plant-based diet. Plant-based eating helps to support your immunity. It lowers inflammation, promotes weight maintenance, helps increase your fiber intake, and helps reduce cancer risk. When following a plant-based diet, you want to make sure to include healthy foods. Not all plant-based diets are healthy. Choose nutrient-dense whole foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, beans, healthy fats, lean animal protein, or plant-based protein. Avoid lower quality plant foods like fruit juice, refined grains, and sweets. When following a plant-based diet, you want to increase your intake of fruits and vegetables. Strive for 5 to 11 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. Eat the rainbow. Add berries to your cereal. Add tomato, avocado to a sandwich. Add vegetables to your soup and choose a snack that focuses on vegetables. When choosing carbohydrates, focus on whole grains. Whole grains provide more nutrients, including more fiber. Individual grains vary, but several types of whole grains are good sources of nutrients like manganese, thiamine, niacin, and vitamin B. When consuming grains, try to make at least half of the grains you eat whole grains. When following a plant-based diet, you want to increase your intake of plant-based proteins. Good sources of plant-based proteins include quinoa, tofu, beans, nuts, and lentils. When consuming fats, focus on healthy fats. Dietary fats to avoid or limit include saturated fat, found in foods like butter, red meat, whole milk, and full cream dairy products. Avoid trans fats, found in processed foods like snack items, fast foods, margarine, and convenience foods. Healthier fats to choose include polyunsaturated fats, oils like soybean, sunflower, and corn, walnuts, pine nuts, flaxseed, sesame and pumpkin seeds, omega-3 fatty acid fish like salmon, herring, and sardines are good choices. Monounsaturated fats include fats like canola oil and olive oil, avocados, peanut butter, and almond butter. If you're trying to follow a plant-based meal pattern, think about going vegetarian once a week. Vegetarian cuisine is naturally low in saturated fat, and foods of plant origin contain no cholesterol. Plant-based foods are naturally higher in fiber, and vegetarians tend to eat fewer calories since grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables tend to be lower in calories and fat than meat and poultry. And if you don't want to go vegetarian for a full day or a full week, you can actually go vegetarian for a meal. The goal is just to reduce your intake of overall animal protein and include some more plant-based items into your diet. For additional information on plant-based diet, you can find some good information online through organizations like the American Institute for Cancer Research, American Cancer Society, Harvard Health, or through the Meatless Monday campaign. You can find plenty of plant-based diet recipes and some more information on the health benefits of eating plant-based. The next few slides will provide an overview of how to manage your bone health. Nutrition and bone health. Some individuals may develop osteoporosis as a side effect of breast cancer treatment. If you are taking an aromatase inhibitor, a form of hormone therapy, it can decrease your bone mineral density and increase your risk for osteoporosis and bone fracture. To help keep your bones strong and lower your risk of getting a fracture, maintain a well-balanced diet consisting of fruits, vegetables, lean protein, whole grains, and low-fat dairy. Include calcium-rich foods like milk, yogurt, cheese, canned fish like sardines and salmon with bones. Dark green leafy vegetables like kale and collard greens are good to include as well. Some foods are fortified with calcium, but read the labels to get an idea of just how much they contain. Calcium is a mineral your body needs to keep your bones strong. Most adults need 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily. If you have osteoporosis, you may need more calcium, vitamin D, or both. Talk with your medical team about how much you need per day. Avoid taking more than your recommended amount of calcium or vitamin D. Taking too much may be harmful for your health. Very few foods contain vitamin D naturally. These include certain fish, like salmon or tuna. Fish liver oils, egg yolks, beef liver contain small amounts as well. Many foods are fortified with vitamin D. Read the nutrition labels to know how much. Milk is often fortified with vitamin D, but keep in mind that foods made with milk, like cheese and ice cream, are not. Breast cancer and physical activity. Exercise is important for people living with cancer. Exercise can help strengthen your immune system, boost your energy levels, increase your physical fitness, and help prevent weight gain. Regular physical activity is important for good health. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity activity each week, or a combination of these, preferably spread throughout the week. Include strength training exercises at least twice a week. Some examples of moderate intensity activities include things like walking, dancing, a leisurely bike ride, gardening, mowing the lawn, playing softball, or swimming. Vigorous intensity activities include activities like jogging or running, a fast bicycle ride, circuit weight training, jumping rope, playing soccer, or cross-country skiing. When starting a new exercise regimen, think about creating a plan. A FIT plan is a great way to get started. FIT stands for frequency, intensity, type, and time. So when creating your plan, start with frequency. How often will you do this activity? Every day, twice a week, 3 times a week? Think about your intensity. What intensity level are you going to choose? Moderate activities, vigorous activities? Think of the type of activities you'd like to engage in, cardiovascular activities like walking or weightlifting. And then time. How much time will you devote to this each week? 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour? Setting fitness goals is a great way to stay on track when creating a new physical activity plan. Focus on one goal at a time. Definitely make it your own and choose activities you enjoy. Make your goals measurable and specific. Choose realistic and attainable goals and put a time limit on it. This will make you accountable to the goal. Even if you're not ready to create an exercise plan, but you just want to be more active, start moving. However you choose to be active, try to move more and sit less. You've got to move if you want to stay healthy. People who spend a lot of time sitting are more prone to unhealthy weight gain, cancer, and other chronic diseases, including type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Make sure you are taking at least 1 to 2 minute breaks for every hour of sitting. Below are a few fitness resources. You can start your exercise plan by engaging in activities you enjoy, like walking or jogging. But if you're looking for a program through an organization, below are a few resources that may be helpful. There's a program called Livestrong. It's offered through local YMCAs, and it is an exercise program designed for individuals who have undergone some type of cancer treatment. There's also another program called Moving for Life, which is a dance exercise program that offers in-person classes as well as virtual classes. Before starting any exercise regimen, make sure you speak with your healthcare providers to get medical clearance. Below is an infographic from the American Institute for Cancer Research. It's a great overview of how physical activity can help reduce your cancer risk. So every day in any way, try to be active, walk more and sit less. We know that being physically active can reduce certain types of cancer, including breast cancer, colon cancer, and endometrial cancers. Physical activity can help with weight control and improve overall quality of life. Food insecurity and cancer. Certain demands that may lead to food insecurity in cancer patients include undergoing chemotherapy or radiation treatment, the cost of prescription medications, travel costs to oncology treatments and appointments, time away from work to attend frequent appointments, and more expensive dietary requirements. Some adverse effects of food insecurity in individuals living with cancer include fatigue, poor diet quality, lower intake of several nutrients, increased risk for malnutrition, poor symptom control, obesity and weight gain, care delays, and decreased functional, emotional, and social well-being, as well as higher depression risk. Below are a few organizations that offer food insecurity resources, including City Harvest, Community Food Connection, Food Bank for New York City, Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center Food Program, New York Common Pantry, and the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Food Assistance Resource and Tip Sheet. The next few slides provide a brief overview of God's Love We Deliver. The mission of God's Love We Deliver is to improve the health and well-being of men, women, and children living with HIV/AIDS, cancer, and other serious illnesses by alleviating hunger and malnutrition. What we do at God's Love We Deliver. We lead the New York metro area in delivering life-sustaining meals and nutritional counseling for people living with severe and chronic illnesses, alleviate hunger and malnutrition, problem solve for individuals unable to shop or cook meals for themselves, provide illness-specific nutrition education and counseling to clients, tailor meals for each client by one of our registered dietitian nutritionists, and deliver meals to each client's doorstep. The counties we currently serve at God's Love We Deliver include Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Nassau, Suffolk, Westchester, as well as Orange and Rockland counties. We also serve Hudson County, New Jersey. If you're interested in learning more about nutrition and cancer, consider visiting the websites for the organizations listed below, including the American Institute for Cancer Research, the American Cancer Society, Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, the God's Love We Deliver website, Nutrition Education Portal, Fred Hutchinson Cook for Your Life website, which offers not only nutrition resources, but a database of recipes for individuals living with cancer. And if you'd like to learn more about the use of vitamin, mineral, or herbal supplements while undergoing treatment, you can download a free app from Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. The app is called About Herbs. Thank you for listening to this webinar on nutrition, physical activity, and breast cancer.